Hello, everyone. Gail Gunn here with Energy Organizing, back for the last of the 5 big whys. This topic sort of came out of left field, and people, I think, when they see this category of working with entrepreneurs, they're like, what does that have to do with organizing, coaching, even staging and design? And, it sort of came out of left field, but in my experience and journey on becoming a life coach and the categories that we talked about, and just, how people create habits and let go of what no longer serves them, there was this philosophy that how we do one thing is how we do anything. And so, with that in mind, how we function and operate at work is sometimes how we function and operate at home, which is how we operate in relationships, which is how we operate with ourselves. And although it may not be true for everyone, there was a lot of truth to it. And, as I was going through the growth and development of my own entrepreneurial journey, I recognized the need to organize myself in my business, like my thought process and my business procedures and my client programs, and all of the things that I learned this year resulted in creating a way to help people in business, helping new entrepreneurs 0 to 3 years in business do just that, to be able to organize themselves around, around getting started or getting set up, or specifically that 0 to 3 years in business, because when you're first getting started, you need time to think about and process what it is that you're doing, and then to be able to have someone, to have a way to organize your thoughts and your process. And, after your first or second year, things start to make more sense, and you're able to kind of see things come together, and being organized is really, really helpful. And the other part of it is that, with some of the clients that I worked with this year, a lot of them were a lot of them were small business owners. It's a really hard word for me to say. And they were home-based businesses. They were either just getting started or had been in business about a year or two, and they just needed to set up their office, and they wanted to set up their space, and they wanted help organizing their programs and those sort of things. And, as a result of working together, they would then say, you know what, you know me, you get me, you've seen how I work, you see how I think, you see how I process things. Would you be willing to, help me with other areas of my home, my kitchen, my bedroom, those sort of things. So it transferred over into being able to help them in, we would get started with working on their business and in their business, and then that would transition into working into other areas. So, when it comes to the new entrepreneurs, 0 to 3 years in business, it still falls under the category of organizing, and it still falls under the category of coaching, life coaching, and, startup business coaching, because of helping them to let go of what no longer serves them, and helping them to create mindsets that will serve them in the way that they want, in the way that they want to be served. And so, you know, um, it was interesting. It sort of came out of left field, and these categories that I've talked about this week, with the, being space utilization, organizing, coaching, design, new business owners. It's not an attempt to be all things to all people. It's me following my curiosity. It's me taking a look at what I'm really good at, and the things that I've developed for myself and for others, and the results that they've gotten, to be able to offer them a way to organize themselves in their living space, in their working space, in their mental and emotional space. And at the end of the day, that's what I love doing. I love helping people. I love being of service to people, and I love the breakthroughs and the aha moments. So, wherever you are in life, wherever you are in your business, wherever you are with your own personal care and self-development, energy organizing is here to guide you through awakening your mind, body, spirit, and space connection. Here to help you, jump over those hurdles and the things that are holding you back and slowing you down and stopping you from having what you want in your business and in your life and for yourself. And so I'm just really excited about where this road is going to lead, and the business that I'm able to create, and the people that I'm able to serve and help. And so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you caught the other parts of this series. And, if not, feel free to check them out. I'm probably going to jump on later and do a closing thoughts, but I kind of started them here. So, with that, I'm off to do the next off to off to work. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.